Hey everybody, what is happening? Mike here, and welcome to another episode of The Lanky Woodsman. This episode, I am actually really getting excited for the lead up to this video and what is going to follow because of this video. And this has to do with survival blades and what I consider a survival blade, and a new one that I picked up here, which is going to turn into a project knife. What I have here is a Ka-Bar Becker BK-10, and some of the best knives that I've dealt with in a reasonable budget are the Ka-Bar Becker combos, and you guys have seen the video on my BK2, and during that video I kind of was a little bit disappointed, not because of the quality or what the knife can do, but because I wish it was just maybe like a ½ inch longer. Well, here it is. So I did a little bit of research, and this knife is just a bit longer than that one. It's obviously a little bit thinner as well, but this is going to be a good project knife, which I'm going to do on camera for you guys in this video. And I actually love this knife so far just in holding it. So yeah, let me get into the technical specs on this bad boy. It's just like the other one, is made out of 1095 Crowvan steel at a 56 to 58 Rockwell, and the handles are that plastic Zytel, which I don't like, but we're going to do something to get around that. It comes with a pretty nice polyester sheath system that actually has MOLLE on the back. It's MOLLE compatible, and also a little pocket in the front here, which I have designated a little survival pouch, I guess. There's some tinder, there's some basic medication, a little compass, things like that. I'll go through that at another time. But so that's pretty cool. It's nothing that's gonna, go crazy, but it's actually very, very useful. You have very strong Velcro with a button as well to hook onto your belt. You have lashing here, or lashing holes at the bottom to attach to your leg if you desire. And it's just overall a very nice material and very well built. I actually have the same one for the BK-16, and I really actually enjoy it. The overall length of the knife is 11 inches, and the blade length is 5.5. What we have for the blade thickness on the spine is 0.188 inches, and this is a clip point flat ground with a grind of 20 degrees down here. And one thing I can tell you is that out of the box, which is what this is, I don't have any paper on me right now, but I can tell you that this thing shaves hair. The first couple of Beckers that I had did not do that. This particular one, sharp enough to shave hair. I did it on my arm, and I have not touched this blade at all, just held it a little bit. So the weight on this thing, and I'll double check it, is supposed to be 0.75 pounds, which is about right, 12.13 ounces, give or take. But one thing I know about these knives is that they are outstanding. They hold up to a ton of abuse. They have great ergonomics. The blade, or the handles, are just a little bit slippery, so we're going to take care of that. I don't like this coating that's on here, so what I'm going to do is strip it off about to where the handles are, like I did on my other two, and then force a patina on there, which we'll do on video as well. And we'll do something with the handle scales to make them a little bit more grippy, because I'm not going to shell out the extra money for custom ones. This is going to be strictly a beater, a user, and one of my top survival blades. I actually love this thing already. So anyway, give you guys a little bit of a closer up. Oh, that's right. I switched cameras for these type of videos. I apologize. I just stuck that up there and it's not going to focus. But what I am doing is I'm using a DSLR to test out the quality on that video for these type of videos where I'm not moving in and out a lot. and having focusing issues. So the other thing that I may do, you can see right here there's quite a large thumb ramp. I'm not a fan of thumb ramps. I'm going to try to see if it's going to be a big deal to grind that down, and that'll be another part of the customization that we do. If it's going to look stupid, I'm not going to do it, but we'll see. But yeah, let me get some stuff out here, and we'll go ahead with stripping off the coating. So stick around with me, and I will be right back with that. I am back and ready to start this process. Real quick, I found some paper. Just wanted to do a paper test. This has got folds in it. Now, I know I can make this even better, but I mean, that is pretty sharp. Okay, what I have, Allen wrench, and I have Clean Strip Premium Paint Stripper. This is what I use to get this coating off. First thing I have is an Allen key. I'm going to go ahead and take out these 3 Allen screws right here. Being careful, of course, not to cut myself. So this is what you have without the handles on. So what I'm going to do now, and I'll probably fast forward through this part, I'm going to tape off with painter's tape here the sections of the blade that I do not want to take the black coating off of. And this one's got this large choil here, so it's going to be a little bit more tricky. Okay, now what I'm going to do is recommend that for this step you wear eye protection and some form of gloves. I'm not going to do that because, you know, I'm just not that heavy into safety. You guys know that. I'll pay for it someday, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. So, Clean Strip. Got this at Home Depot for probably like $7 or something like that. I'm going to go ahead and put a nice coating on both sides and then wait 10 to 15 minutes and see how it's gone. I'm going to sit up a little bit so it doesn't splash on me. I'm going to do one side at a time, and I just cover it. And we then wait and wait and wait. Alright guys, it is 7 o'clock, 10 minutes later. I want to just check the progress here and see what we've got. I'm going to post some of the video of this thing in the process of it peeling up. You can definitely see that happening. This stuff works great, so there goes a big portion of it right there. This top part seems to have a bit more of a hold on it. scrape off whatever is there. Get the spine. Looks like some of the backside came off. So what we'll do is reapply to the top here. And wait just a little bit longer. Make sure I get the rest of the spine, and we'll let that do some work. Alright, let's see if we can get the rest of this stuff off here and move on to the next stage. Wish it was all as easy as that bottom portion. Okay. I think that's about all of it. I'll have to work to get the stuff out of here. But I'll do that off camera. Make sure that's all off. Clean up the mess here a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up and wash the thing off. Get the blue tape off, and then decide what we want to do for the forced patina. And we will move on to that in the next portion of the video. Stick around. Alright guys, here we are with the next portion. I have decided on yellow mustard as the way that I'm going to force a patina on this bad boy. Let me show you exactly how it turned out. I actually kind of like the way that it looks as is, but I know I don't want to deal with rust either, so I decided against taking off the thumb ramp for now. I just think that it's going to be more hassle than it's worth, at least in this video. Maybe a project for down the road. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just going to put this here, and to get kind of like a abnormal pattern, I'm going to go ahead and try to crunch this paper towel up a little bit. I'm going to dip it in and then just dab it on the blade. And hopefully that'll give us a cool design. And then I'm going to let that sit probably about 10 to 15 minutes. I'll let you guys know once I come back on what I decided on there. And after that we'll put the handle scales back on and go on to the next portion of trying to figure out something that we can do with the handle scales. We are back, and what I'm going to do right now is take a look and see how this turned out. I did skip a little bit off the camera because it was just something that takes a while. I think that's going to be a decent little pattern. What I'm going to do right now, guys, I'll give you a little bit of a close-up on that just to see what it looks like. And what you can do is you can wash this off and try again, wash it off, try it again, lay it on a little bit thicker on certain spots to get the pattern that you want. But right now I'm going to go wash this off, come back, and we're going to continue on with the handle scales. So stick around for that. Alright guys, I'm back. I'll give you a little bit of a close-up here on what it looks like. I am going to go ahead and do a little bit more at a later date. I just don't want this video to take all night long. Let's get back into putting the handle scales back on and show you what I came up with for the solution to the slippery handles. Okay, there you have it with the handle scales back on. Feels good, still a little bit slippery. So what I've done is I have cut a couple of strips of a rubber inner tube from a bike, and I'm going to see if I can't get any of these on here without slicing an artery. These are commonly called Ranger bands, and they do serve multiple purposes, so that's another reason that it makes this project a little bit better. If I can get them on the knife, that's going to even be better. But I figured a couple of these placed strategically on the handle here is going to give me a little bit more to grip on. If I can just get this, there we go. Not sure if I'm going to do 2 or 3, we'll find out here in just a second. Maybe just 2, one in the front, one in the back. Get it stretched out a little bit. Normally I would just buy you know, some custom handle scales or something like that, but in this situation I want to do this for as cheap as possible, just to help people out. You don't always have to go nuts paying for things. Obviously it's something I do on occasion. Alright, so that right there gives you an extreme amount of grip. I can feel a huge difference already. Yeah, I like that a lot. So guys, really excited about how this project turned out. I did that in a minimal amount of time. You guys can definitely do the same thing. And what I'm going to do in the next portion of this video, I'm going to go ahead and line up all of my survival blades and test them out in the woods and kind of go through what I consider to be the perfect survival blade as far as length, weight, purposes that it serves, and everything like that. This combination here I really like. You got the sheath, serves a great purpose with the little pouch there for some items, almost like a mini survival kit. This can go in either way, but I did notice that it was a little bit easier to go in a certain way. Adding the Ranger bands on there made it a little bit thicker, but it'll stretch. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get that video started, hopefully at some point this weekend. And another thing I want to do is start getting more on a schedule. My life doesn't always allow for that, but I want to start doing a video possibly every Tuesday and every Thursday. That'll give me time to get some footage over the weekend and also have some time in between to edit some videos, because even though I'm done with this video, I still got to go edit, and that takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to be up late and hopefully get this video out to you guys, being that it is Thursday. So thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope it helps somebody else decide to go with one of these Becker BK series, the collaboration between Ka-Bar and Becker, as one of their survival blades. They also have the small BK-10, which I will do some testing on as like a bushcraft blade. You could pair up one of these and those, just like I do with my Bark River Survivor and the Bushcrafter. It's just another good combination, I think, that will help in getting your whole kit together. So thanks for checking it out. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and click the little bell. And don't forget to join the giveaway if that's still running for another couple of days. So go ahead and check that out. And if you still see that it says that it doesn't say closed, go ahead and get in on that. I'm going to be picking a winner this weekend, so that's still out there. And thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one.